Minister of Education. Minister, 5,000 more students are not in the classroom today. Students in the Rainbow Board join their fellow students in Durham, wanting to learn and wanting to get back to school. Minister, that's 5,000 more families worried about their children. Ontarians can't afford your lack of leadership any longer. This is clearly not a local issue as you insist it is. This boils down to your years of fiscal mismanagement over a decade, 12 years you've been in power. Minister, will you get these students back in the classroom and give them the education they deserve?
Thank you. Minister of Education.
Yes, thank you, Speaker. And we believe firmly in negotiated collective agreements. That means that we need to be negotiating collective agreements at the central table, and I want to assure the member that, in fact, we continue to work with the mediator and we continue to work at negotiating at the central table, because we understand that the only way that we're ever going to resolve this is to get local agreements. Now, I also understand that both school boards, both the Durham Board and the Rainbow Board, have been very, very clear that they are available to negotiate at the local level. And I would very much encourage the local unions to get back to the local table as well.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Minister,
there's a whole lot of nothing.
Think about a grade 12 student in a calculus class. How will they be prepared for a university math class next year? Ontario students can't afford to be out of the classroom.
Treasury Board.
They can't afford your lack of leadership. Board by board, more children will be hurt, and you are causing nothing but damage to their educational experience. Students are now suffering, and I say it again, Mr. Speaker, because of your years and years of fiscal mismanagement. Minister, how many more boards need to strike before you show leadership and stop blaming local issues?
Thank you. Minister.
I'm not quite sure what the member thinks we can do other than negotiate. But what I do know is what their suggestion was. Their platform was that they were going to fire 100,000 public servants. And when we did the math, that worked out to 22,700 workers in Ontario school boards. That was their platform. I don't think that would get you Labour peace, firing 22,700 people. I actually think the way to get Labour peace is to negotiate collective agreements. And I also believe that this is something that we need to do both locally, and I understand that the boards are willing to be at the table, and centrally, and I assure you that central negotiations continue.
Thank you. Question, the member from Toronto Danforth.